Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look. I tried my best to recreate the look that Kim Kardashian wore to the 2016 VMAs. I think this is the type of look that is going to flatter everyone. You can of course play with the shades to make it a little bit more suited to your own personal skin tone, but it's just a really nice, subtly defining the eyes and just warm, glowing, beautiful skin, a nice nude glossy lip, and I just think it's really beautiful and summery. So if you are interested, please be sure to keep watching, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So I'm gonna get started off with an eye cream. This is the Benefit It's Potent Eye Cream. If I can even get it open. This is a really nice hydrating one, and it's just gonna help any product from settling under the eyes and just keep everything nice and moist when you're wearing makeup. That sounds so gross, but it's really just gonna make the makeup look so much better underneath the eyes. A couple sprays of the Tatcha Dewy Luminous Skin Mist. From articles that I read, it said Mario kind of like pepped her off with it, so just do a couple sprays and let that really sink in. And then anywhere that you're gonna get oily, like anywhere you're more prone to becoming more oily, I'm gonna use more of a mattifying primer. This one's by Urban Decay. This is the Urban Decay Pore-Fecting Complexion Primer. I'm just taking a small bead of it and I'm gonna work this into the T-zone. If you get oily anywhere else, then use the mattifying primer on those areas. So Kim was wearing one of the new Laura Mercier foundations. It's the Candlelit Glow foundation, and I'm pretty sure it's like an illuminating one, so I'm going to be making my own. I'm going to be mixing in some of the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights. This is in the shade Bare Light. And then I'm going to be using the NARS Sheer Glow. I'm in the shade Stromboli, but I have a spray tan on and it's completely off of my face but not off of my body, so to make this match my body a little bit more, I'm going to be mixing in a little bit of my Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and this is in the shade 240. The two of these mixed together should create a pretty good shade for me. So I'm just going to start off by putting the Photo Ready Skin Lights all over my face. Sometimes I like to mix it in with foundation, and sometimes I just would rather put it on right before foundation. Just kind of depends. It's gonna make the skin look so illuminated and bright right when you apply it. And I'm just mixing the two on the back of my hand with my finger. I'm gonna dot it on my face just to kind of move it around a bit. The Sheer Glow is really lightweight and it tends to get eaten up by brushes and sponges. So I like to just move it around with my fingertips first and then go over it with a sponge once you've kind of gotten it everywhere that you want coverage. So now I'm gonna go in with the Beauty Blender and just make sure that everything is nice and blended out. I'm going in with the Smashbox Photo Op Under Eye Brightener, and I'm just gonna do 3 little dots under each eye. And this just gives your eyes like a really nice brightened effect underneath concealer. You guys can see it just brightens up that dark area of the eye. I'm gonna put actually a little drop right there as well. And then I'm going to highlight the face and conceal under the eyes with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm in the shade Ginger, and if my mouth starts looking green, it's because literally in between every take that I'm filming, I'm drinking a kale smoothie. Kale. I'm gonna put it down the bridge of the nose. I did the corners of the nose. I'm gonna do a little bit on the chin as well, and just a touch right on the Cupid's bow. I'm also gonna conceal a little bit around the mouth. Kim's skin was really dewy and glowing, but it was also really flawless. So we're trying to recreate that look by using a little bit more concealer to highlight the skin and really making sure that there's no dark circles or anything underneath the eyes. Just brightening the complexion up a lot. So I'm going to be using the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm just going to put this right onto my eyelids. I do have a little bit of concealer on my eyelids too, but that's fine. I find that they mix together well and I don't have any creasing. As of right now, as in this moment when I'm filming this for you guys, Mario has not released all of the products that he used on Kim's eyes aside from the Laura Mercier products. So I'm recreating this as best as I can by looking at pictures for you guys. Like, I've Googled all the HD pictures and I really tried to find the products out of my collection that like really looked similar to what she was wearing, because I can just tell that she has other things on her eyes aside from the shadow stick that he used on her. So we're just gonna go with it. I'm gonna be taking a Sedona Lace EB13 brush, and then this is Wilshire by ColourPop, and this is going to be the transition shade. So I'm just picking this up on my brush and I'm going to blend this into the crease. So the palette that I'm going to be using is from Honest Beauty. It's the Everything Makeup Palettes, and I feel like all of these shades are really similar to what I'm seeing on Kim's eyes. So I'm going to go in with this golden shade on a Sedona Lace 941, because I know Kim is wearing the Laura Mercier Gold Sand or something like that. It's a Laura Mercier shadow crayon, and I just like Googled all of the products she was wearing and tried to pick things that are really similar. So this is gonna go all over the eyelid, and I'm just gonna kind of softly blend it up into the crease like so. This is a Sedona, no, this is a Zoeva. This is a Zoeva 228 crease brush, and I'm gonna be picking up that bronze shadow, and we're just going to lightly work this into the crease to bring a little bit of definition, because Kim definitely has some darker bronze going on, but it's really subtle. So just pick up barely any product with the tips of the bristles of the brush and just lightly blend this gently into the crease of the eye. And then you're going to want to pick up that brown shade once again. I'm picking this up on a Sedona Lace 904 brush and just gently working that into the lower lash line. Just a little bit of product for a little bit of a shadow. It just gives that lower lash line a little something. But like I said, this whole look is just really subtle, and there's no harsh lines of shadow or really any definition that's really noticeable. It's just kind of all soft shadows. So for her top lash line, it's kind of this really thin line, and it looks like she has like a grayish shimmery shadow on top of a black liner. That's at least what I'm seeing personally. So I'm going to be taking the Sephora waterproof retractable eyeliner, and I'm just going to thinly draw a really subtle line along my top lash line, and we're not extending it at all. This is just staying within your natural lash line. And then this is a Zoeva 226, and I'm going to be picking up this silver shadow. I'm just really going to smudge that in to the liner. Going back and forth until you get the intensity nice and soft. This is a Zoeva 230, and I'm going to go back in with that gold shade and highlight the inner corner of the eye. And she had a matte highlight on her brow bone, so I'm going to be using this one, that light bone shade, on a Zoeva 231 to highlight. So to set my face and my under eyes, all of that stuff, I'm going to be using the Cover FX Illuminating Translucent Powder. So for blush, because I just want to use something that's like really soft and light, I'm going to be using this one by Marc Jacobs in Kink and Kisses, and I'm just concentrating on the lighter side of the two, not really the darker side. And I am using a Real Techniques contour brush. To contour, I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics contour kit. I'm going to be using this one right here. And surprisingly, Kim doesn't look like super contoured or anything, so I'm not going too crazy with this. She's mostly bronzed, but not super contoured. So I'm just going to lightly contour under the cheekbones to give those a little bit more depth. And then I'm going to take this on the sides of the nose and the jawline as well. To bronze up my skin, I'm going to be using Solaire by Lancome. This is a beautiful red bronzer, and Kim had a lot of bronzer on, so I'm going to be really bronzing up the skin. You just want to make sure you carefully place this. So put it on all the high points of the face and everywhere that the sun would naturally hit. You can bring it in towards the center of the face as well, just to really give you that sun-kissed look. And concentrate it, you know, just wherever the sun would naturally hit you. That's how you get the bronzer to look natural. You can get away with wearing more if you just place it a little bit more strategically rather than kind of just over your entire face everywhere. So for highlight, I know Kim wore Addiction and Devotion by Laura Mercier. I don't have either of those, but I do have Indiscretion, and this is beautiful, and you can still get a similar effect. And applying this to the high points of the face, she definitely was super glowy. So I'm going in with a little bit more of a heavier hand than I normally would, but just because I really want that reflective quality to the skin. And this is a Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush. I like this for applying for applying highlight to the high points of the face, like the cheeks and stuff. And then when we do the Cupid's bow and everything, I'm actually going to be using a Real Techniques setting brush. And this is just going to help you place the highlight like on the Cupid's bow, down the center of the nose and everything a little bit more strategically, rather than using such a big brush and covering so much area. You can really pinpoint exactly where you want to apply the highlighting powder. So Kim definitely had like really huge fluttery lashes, so I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Miss Manga Rock mascara, just one coat of this because it's waterproof, so it's gonna hold the curl. And then to give them like more of a fluttery, wispy effect, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm going to be using this right on top. And this gives like length, and it also just gives a wispy effect to the lashes. Kim's lower lashes are insane. Hers are so long, so I'm just kind of really layering this on the tips of the lashes to make them look like they have a little bit more length. But mine aren't gonna get as long as hers before they start getting too clumpy, so I'm not gonna go overboard with it. But I'm just trying to really lengthen them as much as possible with the mascara. And then to finish off with lips, I'm going to be taking the Laura Mercier lip pencil. This one is in Hazelnut Tea, and this is the actual lip pencil that Mario used on Kim. And then for lip color, I think that this one is really similar. I know she was wearing one by Laura Mercier, but I don't own it. So I'm going to be using Famous by Smashbox, and it's just a really soft nude. And then finish off with any type of light or clear gloss that you have. I'm going to be using this one by Jouer. It's in the shade Starfish. Finish everything off with some setting sprays. I'm first going to set all of the makeup with the L'Oreal Infallible Makeup Setting Spray. Just a couple sprays. And then right on top of that, once that's had a moment to kind of sink into the skin, I'm going to finish off with a couple more sprays of the Tatcha Dewy Luminous. And then just give that a couple more moments to set, and then you're done. Alright guys, so this is the end result, and like I said, I didn't have all of the Laura Mercier products that Mario used on Kim, and all the articles that I found so far, including Mario's own Instagram, he only shared the Laura Mercier products that he used, but I found this super blown up HD picture of Kim, and I feel like I got it pretty good, just because I can tell that there's other stuff on her face that's not only the Laura Mercier that he shared with everyone. So I got you. I'm pretty sure this is really accurate. It's really soft and subtle and glowy, just slight shadowy definitions on the eyes, a really pretty skin, and I just love this look. So I hope that you guys like this look as much as I do, and if you recreate it, be sure to send me pictures. You can tweet them to me, tag me in them, or you can snap them to me, because I'm going to have my Snapchat, my Instagram, and my Twitter. It's all going to be in the description box, as well as product links and information and all of the stuff that you guys want to know. If you still have questions or just want to talk to me, you can always hit me up in the comments, and I will of course get back to you. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching this one. Bye guys.